What's going on, guys? Dave here, Anthem Off-Road Wheels. This, my friends, is another Rate Your Ride. We're doing it remotely this time. I'm stuck down here in Texas. My buddy Bryant is up in Appleton, Wisconsin. Bryant, tell us who you are, what do you do, what's going on?
Hey guys, Bryant here at Anthem HQ. I'm a graphic designer for the team. I help develop all the social media posts and keep you guys informed what we got going on. Yeah, I like trucks. I mean, let's go. let's compare some of these trucks. What you got for me?
Yeah, so today we are actually doing a Ford edition Rate Your Ride. So we're doing 3 Ford trucks, which is going to be extremely painful. I am a Chevy guy through and through, so are you ready for the first truck? This one is a 2011 Ford F350 Super Duty. This guy is running the Anthem Off-Road equalizers in a 20x10 negative 24 offset on Toyo Open Country RTs 305/55. And he's running the Fox. So he's upgraded his suspension, but he's at stock height with his suspension. So that 20x10 is a negative 24 offset, so it's got a little bit of stance. And then that 305/55 is a little bit bigger than a 33-inch tire on his stock suspension. Mm-hmm. And then he's telling us just a little bit of rub at full turn. So what's the very first thing that stands out to you when you see this truck?
For sure, the bumper that he's got going on, it really sticks out there, has an aggressive feel. I would like to see it lifted a little bit, but I was looking through his gallery. It looks like he pulls a really long trailer. Yeah, 6-wheeler trailer. So he's rocking, ready to go. But yeah, I like it. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
It's ready to rock and roll.
This dude definitely uses his truck for like a little bit of everything. Like you mentioned, he is pulling a full trailer. And man, I would love to see what he keeps inside that trailer, because I'll bet you there's a whole lot of fun inside that thing.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. I'm checking out all of his photos in the gallery here. He's definitely out in the country pulling that trailer, utilizing it as much as he can. He's got even mud flaps on it, so you know he probably gets out and dirty.
Yeah, he does. And then he's got the sled deck, and he pulls the snowmobiles up there on top, and man, probably a little bit of everything for this truck. This is truly an all-purpose vehicle.
Oh yeah, and actually he's got a hood, under the hood shot, if you check that out. He's definitely done a lot of work on that. He doesn't state what he's did, but you can definitely see the craftsmanship in that.
Yeah, I will bet you that this truck screams. Oh. Man, he's got a lot of flow underneath this.
For sure.
So I think the first thing that really stands out to me, obviously the bumper, I'm with you there. But I love a color matched vehicle. He took the time to color match the mirrors and color match the grille and color match the bumper, front and rear, to make sure that this truck was built to exactly what he's looking for. And I think now that I'm looking at it, probably his rain guards are all color matched too, man. I love the customization and that extra little step that he put into this vehicle.
Oh yeah, I agree with you 100%.
You know, and what I like most about his choice for the Anthem equalizers is the accents on the spokes of each of his wheels really tie in that white accent from his vehicle into the black of the wheel and tire package. He did a great job with this one.
Oh yeah, he did. I agree. I mean, it definitely has that black and white classy look, but rare to go off-road, so I'm all for it.
Man, I would love to go for a drive in this truck, man. I'll bet it's just smooth as could be. All right, I think I am ready to rate this ride. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. Ready? 3, 2, 1, 7.
8.
Yeah. You're a little bit slow.
A little bit. Well, I'll just blame it on the internet. It's fine.
So you kind of alluded to it right off the bat. I would like to see it lifted, and I understand he tows the trailer with it and he puts the snowmobiles on the top, and I get it. and I'm with him. I understand that. I just like a little bit of a lift kit, right? Even if you're just bringing it up an inch, maybe 2 inches, maybe a little bit more aggressive of a tire. But that's for me. That's my personal taste.
I'm 100% with you. I just more after I was looking at it in depth, you can really take back all the appreciate all the details that they put into it. That's why I gave it an 8. But yeah, lifting it would definitely make it look a little bit better, I would think. But he's a practical guy, he seems like, so he uses for all the stuff he needs to. So.
And I think that's exactly right. He knew what he needed his truck for, and he built it to his own specifications. And you can't ask for anything more than that.
Exactly. Right on.
Cool. All right, so our next vehicle that we're going to take a look at is this time a 2016 Ford F-150 running Anthem Commanders. So this time the Commander, a 20x12 negative 44 offset, running a set of Milestar MTs 37 12.5. This is a beefy setup under a rough country suspension, 6 inches. This guy, he goes on to say no rubbing, no scrubbing, and just a little bit of minor plastic trimming to fit those 37s under a 6-inch lift kit.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love amber lights, so the first thing that immediately catches my eye is those running boards, and then the amber lights on the side and on the roof lights. Man, I love it.
Yeah, this is a really clean ride. I definitely agree with you. And it's lifted just enough, and it fits the profile of that truck model. Yeah, and it even has a redneck edition badge on it. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Make it your own. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's ownership, man. You take ownership of that. Pride in your ride.
Man, I am curious how the 37s perform on an F-150. So anybody running a similar setup, I'd love for you to tell us in the comments. If you're running the 37s on an F-150, is it too much? Should you regear? Are you happy with the performance of the truck on 37s? So let's see. He's running the Rough Country LED grille with a 30-inch LED light bar, Rough Country LED front and rear bumpers with 4-inch LED cubes, 20-inch LED light bar in the bumper, and 2 LED cubes in the rear bumper. Man, and then it's the Vanguard roll bar chase rack with light cubes and side markers. You know, so I don't know how I feel about the color of this truck.
I kind of like it. I mean, it's that desaturated blue, so it's not like it pops out at you, but it's got a, I don't know, you're out, it's not screaming look at me, but it's when you're out in the woods and stuff, it fits the profile, I think. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, it's not that I don't like the blue. I think like the Toyotas have that really super vibrant blue. I love that color blue, but I mean,
oh yeah,
not a deal breaker.
Definitely not. I mean, he's got everything set up for having fun out in the, being like a good outdoorsman truck, basically. That's kind of what I envision this, like going out hunting, fishing, and just taking it ready to roll, like going on a trip. So that's kind of why I think this is.
All right, I think I'm ready to rate it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1,
9.
7. Ooh. Wow. So I went a little bit lower because I've had a rough country, so a 6-inch rough country suspension on my Duramax.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the way it rode. It was a really stiff suspension. It looked amazing in pictures, but I just didn't feel like it was worth the squeeze.
Okay.
And obviously the color a little bit, and maybe take away some of that chrome, and I think maybe I'd upgrade it a couple points. But that's all I would change. He clearly built it for his purposes.
Oh yeah, clearly. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. Most of these guys, there's I mean, he put the badge on there, Redneck Edition, so he knows that it's ready, and he's got all the setup for it. Super aggressive stance and all the right little tweaks here and there. I mean, that's kind of why I picked it for 9, because it's just something that I would do. I mean, currently I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to build next, so I mean, probably something similar to this setup, but not sure on the brand though. So if you're running a Ford, I guess try and convince me.
Well, and I think a truck like this gives you a whole lot of inspiration with your personal build, right? Whether you like the modifications or not, it gives you the inspiration for the bumper, the grill, that chase rack. He's got his fender flares on it, and comparative to offset and the size. Yeah, you get a lot of inspiration from looking at this one.
Yeah, you do, for sure. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's probably something I would do, for sure. But that's just me. So why'd you give it a 7, though? You said that just because of the rough country, right?
So the rough country, he's still got chrome on his door handles. Everything else seems to be like that blue and the black, just like a nice true to that. And the chrome door handles kind of stand out a little bit. Yeah, I love the amber lights. I'm a sucker for amber lights. Maybe it's because I'm an old man, but I think amber lights are super cool.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely need those out in the dark on that step up.
Yeah. Well, and truthfully, I might even a different color, if it was black or a silver or red, would be super amazing with everything that he's got on this truck. Just the color doesn't do it for me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, they got wraps for reasons.
That's true. It's become a lot easier to change the color of your vehicle than it has in the past.
For sure.
Cool. All right, let's go on to the last one.
All right. Ooh.
All right, so what we're looking at here is a 2009 Ford F-150 on a set of Anthem Instigators 20x10 -24 with the Nitto Ridge Grappler, 275/65, and another 6-inch rough country lift. So this 275/65 is a 34-inch tire, so right in between the 33s and the 35s. Slight rub at full turn, but he hasn't had to do any trimming whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
So what's the first thing that catches your eye, man? What really pops with this truck?
I mean, definitely the wheels that he's got on there. They're really sharp. I'm honestly not a big fan of this one, to be honest. I like the newer Ford's models, because this model in particular this year, the front of it is slimmer, and if you're just looking square at the front. So I'm more of a fan of the bulkier build up on the front, more aggressive look. But he's got a bumper that is badass on there for sure.
Yeah, you could run into a lot of stuff with that bumper.
Oh yeah. I would like to see some bigger tires on that though, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think he easily could have gone with 35s, filled up the wheel well just a little bit, just a little bit more. And he hasn't done any trimming whatsoever, so usually you can do just a little bit of plastic trimming and you can clear away all of that rubbing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I agree with you. I think that that bumper really stands out. I kind of wish the pictures would have shown, he would have taken like 3 steps backwards in all of his pictures and got like the full vehicle, front bumper to rear bumper, and really showing off everything. That said, he did a really good job getting the right angles to show off the wheels and tires and kind of what the offset looks like. Great job identifying the angles. Just take a couple steps back, and I think his pictures would have come a long way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I also like that he's got the toolbox in the back. Tells me that he's probably using his truck for more than just looking pretty. He gets out and uses it and works with it and makes sure that he's ready to go. And then obviously, if you're posting American flags, you've got my heart.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And he's even got blue running lights on it.
Oh yeah, I think I did. Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Right underneath, right over the steps.
And I love that he added a photo of it dirty, so you know that he takes it off-road. And actually, it shows that he's got a rear heavy-duty bumper as well to match the front. So that's cool. Definitely.
All right, I think I'm ready to rate it. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 8.
7.
You're kind of slow on this draw.
Yeah, I'm slow on the draw. It's fine.
All right, so a 7. What would you change to make it an 8, 9, or 10?
Just kind of something that I spoke about earlier. Just bigger tires. Honestly, I think just bigger tires, and maybe I'm not too fan of like the beige color that he's got going on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that color, but that is what it is. But yeah, besides those two things, hell yeah, great truck.
Yeah, I think
So
I like it because you can tell that it's definitely a project truck. 'Cause some of the pictures he's got his old tail lights, and then some of the newer pictures he's got the blacked out tail lights. I really like that he does, like you mentioned, the front and rear bumper. I think that looks really good. The steps, I think if he went with a different kind of step, like maybe one of those low profile Nerf bars, or maybe some amp steps or something to kind of hide them in there.
yeah,
It gives that visual lift kit, right? So it doesn't bring you up any higher, but the truck just naturally looks bigger without the steps on it. And then the last thing, I love the toolbox, but I think if it was a black toolbox, especially a black diamond plate, it would really flow with the full truck beginning to end.
oh yeah.
And then my last personal comment, and not a big thing, but there's a lot of chrome on those stock headlights. And I think having upgraded the taillights and the bumpers and everything else being black, I think a set of aftermarket headlights would really help the full vehicle flow together.
Yeah, for sure. I 100% agree with you. So, but
Cool, man.
yeah, good.
Well,
Good trucks.
Thank you very much for taking some time to do this Rate Your Ride, man. We are honored to have you on the Anthem team.
Yes.
We've seen some of your work already, and you're out there, you're editing photos, we're getting them on our social media. We're not a show truck brand, right?
Yeah.
We want to see people out using their trucks, and if it's dirty and if it's covered in mud and you're just out having fun or you haven't had time to wash it, that's perfectly fine. Grab some pictures, upload it to the gallery.
Yeah.
So anthemwheels.com/gallery. This is where we get the bulk of all of our content that we post to our social media accounts. And also for the Rate Your Ride. So if anybody's interested in being featured in a Rate Your Ride video, please drop your Instagram handle or a link to your vehicle inside our gallery so that we can get you featured in one of our future Rate Your Ride videos.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Bryant, thanks, man. I appreciate you. I know you're a busy dude, but thanks for taking a little bit of time to do this Rate Your Ride with us.
Hey, no problem, man. Anytime, Dave. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. We're out.
Out.